Emma had always been the smart one, top of her class in high school, a scholarship to a respected university. But after 2 years of living independently, she'd grown different. She spoke faster now, louder, her opinions came out unfiltered, and so did her sarcasm, and every time she came home for the summer, it was more noticeable. Mr. Mitchell, her father, had always respected her intelligence, encouraged her voice, but respect was a two-way street, and lately Emma was acting like the rules no longer applied to her. That Sunday morning started off like any other. Her father called from the living room, "Emma, I need you to come downstairs and help with the garden today." She was upstairs in bed, headphones in, scrolling, she yelled back, irritated. "I'm not a kid anymore, do it yourself." Her voice echoed down the staircase like a slap. Silence. She didn't even think about it, she just kept scrolling, until, knock, knock. Her door opened slowly. Mr. Mitchell stepped inside, calm and composed. He didn't shout, he never did. That made it worse. He looked at her, sitting on her bed, blanket over her legs, phone in hand. "Get dressed, come downstairs." "Now," he said, his tone flat as stone. Emma rolled her eyes dramatically. "I said I don't want to. Why do you always have to control everything? It's so annoying." She regretted the words as soon as they left her mouth. Her father's jaw clenched slightly. He didn't yell. He just looked at her for a long moment, then turned and walked downstairs. No threats, no more words. That scared her more than anything. 30 minutes later, she heard her name. "Emma, come downstairs." This time, it wasn't a request. She hesitated, pulled on a hoodie, and walked down the stairs slowly. In the living room, her father was waiting. The TV was off. No distractions. Just him, standing by the table, holding her phone. Her stomach dropped. "Sit," he said. She obeyed. Something about his quiet made the air feel heavy. "I want you to listen carefully," he began. "Not argue, not interrupt, just listen." She nodded, eyes locked on the phone in his hand. "You're 20, and I respect that. But being 20 does not excuse disrespect. This house isn't a hotel where you show up, eat, sleep, and ignore everyone. It's a home, and in this home, people speak to each other with basic decency." She opened her mouth to defend herself. "Don't," he said firmly, raising his hand. Emma sank back into the chair. "You shouted at me, you rolled your eyes, you dismissed your own father like I'm some stranger bothering you, and you think that's okay?" She shook her head slowly. "No. I'm not going to scream, I'm not going to ground you like a teenager, but I am going to hold you accountable." Then he placed her phone on the table. "You'll be without this for the next 4 days. No phone, no social media, no texts. You'll be present, with your family, you'll help around the house, and you'll reflect." Emma's heart pounded. 4 days? 4 days to remember how to speak to people who love you? She felt her face heat up. "And tomorrow morning," he added, "you'll be waking up at 7 a.m. to join me in the garden. We'll work, side by side, in silence, until you're ready to talk like an adult." The silence in the room was deafening. Then he stood and walked out. Emma sat alone, blinking. No phone, no distractions, just her thoughts. The first day was awful. She didn't realize how much she depended on her phone until it was gone. No music, no messages, no memes to distract her from awkward moments at dinner. She helped wash dishes, folded laundry, pulled weeds in the yard, and not once did her father raise his voice. He didn't have to. His quiet disappointment weighed heavier than any punishment. On the second night, Emma found herself journaling, something she hadn't done in years. She wrote about her classes, her stress, her anger, and how she had taken it out on the people who didn't deserve it. On the third morning, she made coffee for both her parents. She didn't say much, just left the mugs on the table. But her father noticed. He gave her a quiet nod. By the fourth evening, she sat at the kitchen table with a piece of paper. She had written something. "Dad, I'm sorry for the way I spoke to you. I've been feeling overwhelmed, and instead of talking about it, I lashed out. That was wrong. Thank you for reminding me of the values you raised me with. I needed it." She folded the paper and left it on his desk.